Hi everybody. So the question I've gotten the most in signing with Big is, what exactly do these bowling balls do? Well, I'm here today at South Point Bowling Plaza here in Las Vegas to go through and throw some shots with each one of the balls that we have out and kind of show you what each one's meant to do, what layouts I put on them, and then hopefully give you some feedback and more information on what these balls are supposed to do and how they roll and how they fit into your current lineup. So our first piece that we're going to throw, top of the lineup, we have the Solid Idea. This is a high-end asymmetric solid, and so that means it's got a big asymmetric core in there, really to get the ball digging through the oil and get it up into a roll as soon as possible. And this is the layout I put on it. This particular layout for me, it's just typical pin-up layout, about 4.5 inches from my axis. I go up on some asymmetric balls to really get them to get into a roll much quicker, mostly for longer patterns because you don't have as much down lane friction to get the ball into a roll. So I try to get the core to help take care of that for me, and that's pretty much what this ball is designed to do. So I'm about to throw some shots with this so you guys can get a good look and see what the Solid Idea is supposed to do. So here I'm throwing the Solid Idea. It's our big, solid, asymmetric, aggressive ball. I'm starting off a little further right just to kind of show the versatility of this ball. You can play, I feel, many different zones with this piece, and it still gets that really nice continuation through the pins, even though it has an asymmetric core in it, which an asymmetric core really likes to get into a roll quick. It really makes that quick transition from the hook phase to the roll phase. Even on this South Point house shot, I'm still able to get it to continue through the pins from multiple zones. Like I said, it's a very workable piece. I can get around it, still get it to shape up, and get it tumbling and get it to roll up super quick if I was bowling on a short pattern. As a cherry on top, I decided to move a zone left and hit it hard and see if I can get it back from there. And a solid asymmetric ball is not supposed to strike from in there, and I was still able to get this ball to tip around the corner and just about almost strike from an area where it's not supposed to really strike from. So now that you've seen the Solid Idea go down the lane, let me show you its complement, the Idea. Because it comes out of the box 1500 polish and it's a pearl cover stock, it's going to be a little cleaner and a little more motion down lane than the Solid Idea. Like I said before, the Solid Idea comes out at 3000. But this pearl isn't like most pearls. The cover is actually much stronger than most people give it credit for. So if you knock the polish off of that, it'll dig through the oil like a champ. And I haven't taken the polish off this just yet, so you can see where I catch the middle of the pattern on this house shot, where it kind of skates through and gets behind the head pin a little bit and ring 10s. You can take care of that by taking the surface down to about 2,000 or 3,000. The Idea makes a great complement to the Solid Idea because you take the same core and wrap it around two different covers, one solid, one pearl. And when you're in the middle of a tournament or even in transition period during league, you can go from the Solid Idea to the Idea with confidence, knowing you're going to get similar reaction, just a little more pop down lane with the Idea over the solid, and it'll make your transition from a solid to a pearl much easier. So now we've seen our two asymmetric pieces. Now let's show you the symmetric line that we have. This one's our Shim Rekker, our true benchmark ball in our line. This is our staple in the bag benchmark ball, the Shim Rekker. It's a solid, symmetric, a very versatile piece. It comes out of the box at 1500 sanded, and this is the ball that I've been hands down impressed with. One of the best balls I've ever thrown in my life. It's extremely versatile piece because you can sand it up to about 500, get to tumble early for shorter patterns. You could even polish it if you want, make the cover a little cleaner, and you're still gonna get that continuous strong motion down lane. And that's what really impressed me about this ball, was just how well it continued from every spot of the lane. I go up the lane at it and get my hand behind it. I can loft the gutter and get my hand going around it, and it just peeled from every single spot. So you can bet that I'm gonna have probably 5 or 6 of these in my bag at every tour stop that I go bowl. Just overall super impressed with this piece, and I'm already antsy to drill my next one. So as you can see, the Shim Rekker is an extremely versatile ball, and it's going to be a staple in my bag for a long time. Another staple that's about to be in my bag for a long time is the pearl version, the Shim. This is a complement to the Shim Rekker, the Shim. This ball is a pearl cover stock wrapped around the same core. comes out of the box 2000 polish. This particular one in general though, I sand it up to about 2000, smooth it out down lane a little bit and get it to pick up a little sooner, just the way I like to see the ball shape. Pin up layout, it's gonna flare a little more. It's gonna have a quicker transition to the roll phase. And this particular one is actually 16 pounds. The other 3 have been 15 pounds. Because of the weight, it's gonna be a little bit slower down lane, but still has that strong continuous arc through the pins. It makes a really nice complement to the Shim Rekker. Even though I don't see the Shim Rekker running out of room, if it does, the Shim's gonna be the one to do it. You can keep it polished, sanded, just depending on what you're bowling on. I like my pearl cover stock sanded just so I can be sure that it hooks in the right spot and then trick it with my hand from there. But you can bet this is gonna be another staple in the bag. Just about every tour stop that I go to, that little cleaner shape, a little more pop down lane when the lanes get nasty and I start lofting the gutter. This is gonna be the one to do it. So now that you've seen our 4 pieces in the lineup, the whole idea behind what we've come out with is to create a benchmark arsenal. So we have our solid symmetric, we have our pearl symmetric, our solid asymmetric, and our pearl asymmetric. So that you can create a starter arsenal for just about anything you come across. In the coming months, you'll see releases from Big that will complement both ends of the spectrum from these 4 bowling balls, on the stronger end and the weaker end. So be on the lookout for that. Go to bigbowling.com for more information here soon. And thank you for spending time with me today and checking out our releases, and I hope to see you again soon.